Hello there, thank you for visiting Offcam Celebs once more. For today's video, we will be talking about Stranger Things Season 4 cast, preparing for the shoot behind the scenes. Let's begin. The hats. After that, they put it on his head, transforming him into Dustin Henderson. It was never intended to be such a disguising quality of a person. Of all the characters, not only Gaten were wearing hats. They did it for a single photograph, wearing a silly hat for the occasion, and the rest is history. Finn's arrow. Do those suction cup items adhere or not? It would get very annoying to have a large arrow on your forehead all day. We bet. Gaten Matarazzo. Hat Hair Ultimate is a brand new hairstyle created by Gaten. Gaten Matarazzo most certainly didn't have to sit in a chair for 6 hours since it appears that the sun is only now rising. Gaten is given some pretty fantastic skincare items to take home. He has wonderfully styled hair underneath that cap, which you might not have seen. That might be a style, we're not sure. Similar to a horizontal mullet, Dustin takes just a little longer than Finn to finish business. He takes between 20 and 25 minutes, but if he has a cup on, and he frequently does, it will go much faster. Dustin, played by Gaten, has started to put more efforts into his appearance as well. Vecna. Even Vecna's claw is entirely functional. Vecna has 90 artificial limbs. Jamie Campbell-Bower was required to carry 2,425 different devices. They took about 8.5 hours to test the prosthetic initially, but they were able to reduce it to 6. Thus, he would start working at 1 a.m. for a 7 a.m. start time. He had something covering every inch of him. He wore contact lenses, had dentures over his rotting, blackened teeth, and had actual effects painted on Vecna's left hand using a metal framework. His veins, vines, or whatever you want to call them, were the only item that was actually finished in post-production. Finn Wolfhard. In essence, Finn simply gets to roll out of bed and onto the set. Compared to all the performers who take forever to put on their prosthetics, Finn has it simple. He is competing with another cast member for the best time though. Can you guess who? David Harbour. David underwent a significant metamorphosis from Season 3 to 4, then briefly returned to Season 3. He has prosthetics and grimes all on him. David had to shave down his dad bod to resemble the rough up, malnourished Hopper we see this season, so he started preparing well before filming. Harbour had to don prosthetics once more for the sake of the flashbacks since his face appeared to be too narrow. Harbour has experienced gaining and losing weight for roles, and this is by no means the first time he has done it, despite the fact that we bet gaining weight is far more enjoyable. Joseph Quinn. Joseph Quinn gets the nod for a finest wig. Yes, this was the wig, and Eddie Munson was the character from Stranger Things that we didn't know we needed. Sadie Sink. Sadie and Finn are tied for being the least fussy. Perhaps this is because everyone else is done out in wigs, prosthetics, and makeup, while Sadie is still just the cool skater kid who doesn't give a damn. Her natural hair is also stunning. Exactly why you would do that? She prepares herself in about 20 minutes. The others simply do not deserve it. Joe Kiri. We refer to this as road rash chick, and we love to see a sleepy early morning faucet wandering in to start his day. His prosthetic road rash was created via Autonomous FX. Grace Van Dien. Would you shave off some hair for a part? For the part of Chrissy, Grace got a haircut. Nothing extravagant was done. It was simply cut a little shorter to give it some lovely volume. To match the topper wig, which is designed to add volume to weak hair, she had it colored with highlights. Ira Amix. Simple is often the best. Agent Harmon had to cope with a lot of blood after being shot while attempting to transport the children safely. This was a fun, bloody mess of makeup, the makeup artist stated. Even if it wasn't as brave as some of their previous work, we guess it wasn't too difficult. The asylum patients. Unfortunately, their characters weren't having as much fun as these little beans did throughout the entire season. It's no secret that everyone in the asylum appeared a little bit ill, and Peter Ballard is no different. They use a color-correcting ointment meant to reduce redness in order to remove the liveliness from their skin. The patients also received an additional layer of wrinkle effects cosmetics outside Jamie Campbell-Bower. The white contacts. You'd think the last thing you'd see if you were possessed would be white. It wasn't easy wearing white contacts. It was said that to wear them was to be alone in a bright white room. The costume designer tried to make the actress's first time donning the white contacts on occasion by filming it in an effort to detract from their difficulty seeing. Robert England. There simply isn't enough money in the world to pay us to play this role. Victor Krill, who was portrayed by Robert England, was chained to the chair and was unable to speak or see while wearing the costume. He could only respond to questions with a yes or a no and nod. In the makeup chair, he spent almost 2 hours. He simply enjoyed sharing anecdotes with the makeup artists who were major admirers of his work as Freddy Krueger. After years of use, he is well familiar with all the materials and is aware of their functions. The makeup artist adored him because he knew when to close his eyes and turn his head. Cara Buono. At least 30% of the personality of this program comes from the wigs. The actress who plays Karen Wheeler had a great wig this season. The in-style appearance in 1986 to highlight that gorgeous perm. It has shorter layers on top of the cut. The look was influenced by the Temple of Dome and Kate Capshaw in Indiana Jones. The Lost Souls. Why does this one remind us of a scarecrow? There is no doubt that it is the nose. This would be an entertaining Halloween costume even without CGI. Wrinklemania makeup. We wish more television programs were set in the 1980s. If you ask us, the look is simply wonderful. It exudes enjoyment, something that this generation is severely lacking. Millie. The effortless look that Eleven was going for requires work to achieve. While it may not appear like Eleven takes much thought into her clothing, the reality is quite different. Why is that the case considering how little makeup she wears? Millie Bobby Brown takes the longest to get dressed out of the entire youthful cast, an entire hour, because of her wig. Additionally, for so early in the morning, Millie and Noah have entirely too much energy. Gavin Borders. The missing boy was discovered buried in dirt and sugar. Despite his belief appearance, Cornelius made an impact on all of us. His makeup was modeled after the Lost Boys. And one little detail we like is that they applied lip gloss on his lips to make it appear as though he had recently consumed sticky sweets. Details contain the dirt. Dacre Montgomery. Dacre's comeback means that he will have to wear even more ridiculous prosthetics. It has 2 equally early starts. If the sticky prosthetic mess at the end of the day is any clue of how unpleasant this application process was. Additionally, they had to replicate all of these prosthetics on his stunt double in addition to doing them in the daycare. Consider doing twice as much labor due to the actor's high value. Which of their styles amazed you the most? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you in our next video.